Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some more Neo Scavenger, shall we? Alright, I'm going to try a new character again because I die pretty much every time I play this game, and I'm trying to learn to get better. So we got to start a new one. Now, I've been playing a little bit on the Steam Deck, on the side, just trying out different things. And I got to tell you what, I'm going to go with strong, melee, lockpicking, actually I'm not even going to go with lockpicking. I'm going to go with tough. And I'm going to go with electrician. From what I understand, it is borderline useless. I'll go with tracking, even though I don't think it does anything great. Now, I could take this. Boy, that's really bad. Out of shape. I'm not going to take any negatives. I'll just take this. So here's my thought. First of all, I found out that if you just use strong for this situation, you can fight and kill the dogman, but you start out the game injured. So I'm not really, unless maybe, what if I do these two together? I'm going to try it like this. So I've done strong before, but I haven't tried both of these as a solution. And you decide that your victory was so awesome that you fish through the console for the security footage of it and take it. Now, I made a mistake by not reading that text because I thought it was the same as strong, except minus the injury. But it looks like you, because you're so good, you like beat the tar out of it. And you get the same items, but you also get this security footage of you kicking a dogman's ass with your bare hands. I mean, that's ridiculous. So you can carve this guy up if you beat him, and now you don't have to worry about him out there on the prowl. So, I mean, that's neat. I think what we want to do is instead just go to this and confirm, and I could use tracking, I guess. The dust on the ground. And then you see some other people's feet have gone through here. But what you can do at this point is, yeah, you could search for records if you want this information, and then you can climb out the window. But you can actually go back here, and then now you can't get to this screen previously, but once you get to this screen, you can go to crafting, and you can, carve up the body by using the shard or whatever, and then you can do this and get all this meat. Now, if you combine the fur with the shard, you can make a shiv, which is not a bad weapon when you have nothing. And then there's all this food here, but it's raw. Like, if I can find somebody to sell it to, that's interesting. I don't know how long it's going to last. I also have all this fur, but I haven't figured out anything incredible. Like, I thought maybe I could make, my initial vision was to just make a complete outfit out of the dogman and just wear it around like a pelt that displayed my prowess and also kept me warm, but I haven't figured out how to do that. Maybe I need string to make like some makeshift clothing. We could see what that would look like. Where would that even go? Crude torch? Tarp shelter? I don't think it would be there, and I don't think it's a weapon. It's a piece of clothing. Anyway, maybe we can find a recipe. But the important thing is, we can use this as our campsite if we'd like. And I'm going to go to this next hex, and we're going to scavenge it. Alright. So what I've noticed that I've been liking is, I used to take hiding, and hiding is good, don't get me wrong, but you still have a high safety in these houses, if you're just loud and noisy, and even if you alert people, I can beat them, most likely. So I'll just, and if I die quickly, I guess. So what did we find? We found a makeshift sack, which is cool. We need, right now though, our number one thing is like trying to combat the cold. So we'll carry the makeshift sack. I don't think I can just, yeah, you can't put it on your back. We do have binoculars, which could be useful. We want pretty much, small parts. That's great. Oh. Okay. So you can... What is this? This use, destroy, split. Okay. See if there's something better I could do there, but that's fine. I'm going to drink. Okay. And we're just going to go back here and scavenge again. Now, if you see a storage shed that's locked, we just can't do it. Nothing. We didn't find anything. That's fine. We didn't find anything, and we're out of moves. So we will wait. And it looks like my shoe fell apart, which is pretty funny because I just got it. That shows you how bad it was. Oh, well, we found a better shoe. A pack boot. And another t-shirt. You can double up on t-shirts. With this sole, I could make another shoe if I really wanted to. The string, I'm wondering if I'm now at the point when I could make, some kind of amazing garment out of the fur from the animal. Probably not. I'll just drink again. What's the condition on this? It's bad. So if I take this sole, I can craft up another makeshift shoe, I suppose. I like to have everything. The plastic bag isn't the worst. Okay, I don't think there's anything left to scavenge here. I think I picked it clean. Does this dog want to fight me? I'm going to search for it. I didn't find it. Okay, it's a feral dog. It's frail, vulnerable, and bleeding. It's in 0 range. So I have to attack it. And he bit me. So I'm fighting with a punch. I thought I had a shiv in my hand. Does that not... Maybe you don't fight with that? So I'm bleeding, but it's injured. It passed out. It's dead. Alright. So I have an injury here. I mean, I could skin this dog, but what am I going to get? It hit me in the head. How do you let a dog hit you in the head? Well, anyway, now I know that this does 0 for fighting, so I might as well just take it out of my hand. I guess it's just an instrument for, crafting or something. I don't have any water. I could... Now, let's just go here, and we have no moves left. We'll end the turn. I got blisters. I'm hurt. So these are not great. I don't like these places at all because they're not safe. They can collapse on you. But I have found too that you're so desperate early in the game to get anything that you just need to take some chances. Now, that might not be the right approach, but all right, I like it. I'm going to check out crafting and see if there's anything cool that we could make. So to make a broad spear, I could just make a sharpened spear. If I got a branch or something, I think. There's probably better stuff. Yeah, you see how unsafe this becomes. I won't use strong. I'm just gonna leave. I'm not thrilled with office buildings. So we're getting to the point. I'm going to put this water in my container. That maybe in some other world, I could use all of these items that I have and, you know, boil some rags. I'd need a pot, though. Yeah, I'm starting to shiver. It's bad. Looks like there's a little house here. There is. Oh, look at this. We found the pot that we need, where we could actually make a fire and boil water to create some clean rags. That's not a horrible situation. I don't think I need stones. I'm going to take all the water I can get, though. And then I'm going to... it's going to be hard for me to make a fire, though, without a lighter. There's no shelter. I could camp at this house. There's a little bit of shelter. What I want to do is make a small campfire. So I need a lighter. Wait, do I have a lighter? Did I not even notice that I picked that up? Okay, I must have just found that. I didn't realize I had it. Okay, good. I have a small campfire. And so I can click this, and I have all the stuff. I made 3 rags. I did it. Okay, great. I'm going to go to myself, and I'm going to put these clean rags on my bandage, or my wounds. There we go. So that feels at least a little bit better. I shouldn't be shivering anymore. I should at least be warmed by the fire. I'm going to try to make some more rags clean. Oh, you know what I can make is another... These shoes are about to break. Chi and I make just random shoe. Actually, I don't see that. I have the soul, but I might need to learn the recipe. It's fine. I'm warmed by the fire, but it's easier to spot. I don't mind getting... We need to get warmed. I'm vaguely hungry. Okay, yeah, I didn't see this. This is what's can be very troubling about the game. This lighter was here. That's how I got it. It was just hidden, but this is such a big find for us. I mean, it's like almost turns around the run. It's so good. I'm going to drink this. I get a little caffeine high. That's fine. And I got blisters. That happens. I mean, I don't know if these are good mushrooms or not. These could poison and kill my character, so I might need to wait on that. I'm just drinking this to, yeah, I used all my water. I'm just drinking it so that I can slake a little thirst. Is there anything else to scavenge here? No. I mean, I could just, like, hide my tracks, I guess. I'm really just trying to take time so I can heat up a little bit. Psh, what a joke that was. Oh, maybe it's the fire. I hid my tracks, but he saw the fire. I'm just going to ambush. I can either engage them up close or engage them from afar. I don't want to see them at all. Oh, they're really close to me. Okay, well, it looks like they have a meat cleaver, which is very scary, but I can hit them with my saucepan, which might be more helpful. I'm going to raise my weapon and just be like, get out of here. They tripped. So I threatened them, and then they came close to us, but then they fell. So I'll just advance. And they got up. So I lost my edge, I suppose. I'll dodge your attack. Alright, so they came in. And I'm going to be dodging them. And I'm just going to try to hit him with this pot. Okay, so let's see what happened here. They tried to tackle us, wow, but missed because we were dodging. And then they fell, and then we hit, and then we hit their head with the metal saucepan, and they became disoriented. They're unable to move, and they have a concussion. Oh god, this is really bad for them. I could kick them while they're down, or just hit them. Yeah, I mean, you should probably kick somebody when they're down. And they're bleeding. I think they're still down. Oh, they just have a concussion. I'm just going to hit them in the head again. They're stunned, bleeding. I hit him again. I'm not being very accurate. Their arm is crippled. Looks like they stood up, though. They fell to the ground. They passed out. Okay, they're dead. Traumatic brain injury, I bet. I was hitting them with the saucepan. Okay. So, you know, I don't like killing people. It's not really what I'm here for. But I tried to threaten them to tell them that I meant business, and they charged at me. So, they meant business too. Woo, they really did. They were doing great. I'll take these jeans. They had some crackers and some string. All right, I like where this is going. They also had a tarp, which is killer. Oh, they had a little bag full of a torch. They had all kinds of cool stuff. They were thriving. Boy, they really... And they had a nice shoe. Take that. Improper footwear. My shoe. Okay, this weapon is good. Now, the thing... I don't know, like, maybe on the wiki... I don't know how much damage that does. Like, I can't really tell appreciably, like, what's doing more damage, but I'm going to take this because I assume that it's helping me. I'm going to get rid of this. We need the tarp. I can make a sled. One very large rigid sheet container. Huh. So this, with my medium string, doesn't make the sled? Maybe it has to be a bigger container than what I've got. I guess so. I mean, I have a makeshift sack. Maybe I have to empty this and then use it. I'll try it. Nah, it's really dumb. Empty out. That's easier. And then if I pick this up and put it on the ground, then can I go to crafting and make the sled? Nah. I guess it's not rigid. I guess the tarp isn't rigid enough. So I'll have to look for something better. Anyway, we'll go to this screen. We'll hold this. And there's just a few things that we have to have. Honestly, the small parts and the foil, I might not really know much to do with those things, so it might not be necessary. This is just fun for fire making. It's a very, very big victory for us. Okay. So at this point, um, where do we want to go? I don't know. What's that? Isotope mine? Well, definitely we want to go here. Climbing a barren hill, you notice a trail heading off into a narrow ravine. Moisture-loving slime clings to the walls. Plastic detritus eddies and swirls. Off to one side, you notice a pile of bones. The large, cracked skull reminds you of a moose, at least that's what you think it is. Ragged, battered bones, bleached. A pair of men's trousers snagged on a bush nearby. Died eating tainted meat? Wouldn't be the first to fight the maggots for a piece of rotting animal flesh, you'd wager. All right, then. Isotope mine, beware of the tiger. The ravine walls pinch in like the lips of an angry, disapproving spouse. Ducking under an overhanging rock, you realize how vulnerable you are, trapped in the narrow gut of the ravine, unable to climb the slippery, slime-covered walls. You're easy prey. Maybe that's how they got the moose? Then you notice the sign, hard not to. Hand-painted letters on the weathered board, head height and hammered onto a rustic door. Beware the tiger. Right. I'm going to yell out a friendly greeting. There's no response. There's definite sounds of activity inside, but nobody appears to have noticed that you're there. Gingerly, you push open the door. The lobby is rectangular, empty. Rough-hewn rock walls ooze discolored water that drips down into stagnant pools on the floor. The lighting is poor, but you can easily make out another door at the far end as bright light peeks out from under. There appears to be a lot of dark stains on the ground and decaying organic matter plastered to the walls, and it smells bad. Moving across the lobby, you notice a hidden alcove. You freeze upon the realization that a large animal lurks within. Its eyes look strangely dead, though. The overlong fangs protruding from its mouth remind you of a prehistoric documentary you once saw as a child. Woolly mammoths roamed the planet in all their 3D holographic glory, roamed far and wide, kept roaming until a saber-toothed tiger pack clawed up their backs and brought them crashing to the ground. You vividly recall the alpha male sinking his fangs deep into the neck of the mammoth, working his big jaw from side to side until blood gushed in a torrential outpouring straight toward the camera. What kind of movie was this? You bolt for the door, hurling yourself through, slamming it shut behind. In all the excitement, you trip and end up in an ungainly heap on the floor. Looking around, you're surprised to find yourself in a large, clinically white, well-lit room. Dials, shelves, and instrumentation are arrayed in neat rows along the walls. Disheveled signs of human habitation everywhere else. Before you is a short, owlish man dressed in a dirty laboratory coat, peering through Coke bottle glasses. Radiation dosimeters cover his chest, all tinged deep red. Bending, he offers you an oil-stained hand. Struggling to your feet, you gather your thoughts. "Bob," says the radiated mole, introducing himself. "Damn tiger ain't been working proper for days. Bad for business." Bob seems more concerned with the tiger than your well-being. "Old Gertrude's mine, saber-toothed tiger. Made her myself." Bob waves his hands, encompassing most of the well-equipped room. "Surprising what you can rig in the right kit and plenty of time on your hands. Saw a fancy version once in a museum. Made myself a copy. Metal version. Trouble is, certain folk just don't get it. Get that I provide a desirable service to the locals. Don't like what I do?" Bob picks up a modified soup can and tosses it over to you. "See that? RTG power cell. Couple of thermocouples hooked up to a Pew 238 isotope. Hot bricks, I call them. Enough power to keep the lights on till winter." Dubiously, you inspect the can. You can see wires inside, a standard power connection on the base. It feels warm to the touch. Pu-238, as in plutonium? That's right. Some customers don't like the side effects. I tell them that I live here. Ain't done me no harm. Made me an animatronic tiger to deal with the angry ones. The Avon lady don't knock on my door no more. Know what I mean? Bob burst into a fit of wheezing, asthmatic laughter. "So tell me, fella, why are you here, huh? Want to buy my hot bricks?" His voice darkens. "Are you out to take what's mine, huh?" He rests a hand on a nearby rifle. "Had plenty of those type lately. Looters, bandits, course. None of 'em made it past Gertrude out there. Or maybe you're one of those good Samaritan types. Can't see no halo, though. Bob peers at you suspiciously. Sure you ain't one of those government people? Bob becomes nervous, eyes bulging. That thorium reactor downstairs, never touched it, never will. All that radiation therapy stuff, still there. His tone becomes more agitated. You covered this place up and abandoned it, so I might have borrowed some isotopes. What of it? Eyes about to pop. Radiation Bob wields the rifle, pointing it menacingly. Huh, buddy? What you gonna do about it? Ain't no time for no government. Hurriedly, you reassure Bob that you aren't a customer, looter, nor government agent. In fact, you inform him in your most sincere, placating voice that you're in here to help. That's so? Like a punctured balloon, Radiation Bob visibly deflates. You'll have to excuse my country manners, Dan. Ever since I collected those isotopes from downstairs, haven't been myself. He taps the dosimeters pinned to his chest. That big old reactor's leaking, I reckon. Had to weld the door shut to protect my manhood. Say, you wouldn't happen to know anything about computers, would you? I think Gertrude's brains are scrambled outside of my expertise. So, I don't know, man. I unfortunately can't help you with that. Because I guess maybe electrician does that. That's a real shame. Kinda hoping you could help, but you're decent, all right. So tell you what I'll do. You hand over that fancy talisman hanging around your neck. I'll give you my shooter. Used to feed myself off local game, but they're all gone, so you may as well have it. Even let you have my scope. I mean, why wouldn't I? I'm not good shooting. I didn't take ranged, but that seems fine with me. Hey, that's real generous of you. Here, may as well take this extra box of ammo, too. Could be helpful out there. Promise you'll save a bullet for any government agents you cross. Aim for their peckers. Bob doubles up in another spasm of asthmatic laughter. Recovering, he turns suddenly serious. You need to head to the DMC, fella. Safer. Go straight there. The Black Marsh to the south kill you dead, and the north ain't much better. Head straight for the gates. I've heard bad things happen to those that take the scenic route. So I need to go to the DMC. Bob shakes your hand and wishes you well. I'll deactivate Gertrude so you can leave. Be seeing you. All right. Well, I ended up with a huge gun. So, that's amazing. I wonder if I can make a strap for, like, my back. That doesn't look like it. Well, we need to figure out a way to carry this. The most sensible way would just, you know, be to do something like that. I don't think I need this shiv if I have a cleaver. But I don't have a good way to hold all of the stuff that I do have. I don't think, I mean, these parts are good. I probably want parts more than foil, I suppose. I don't know. I really don't. But I'll take this. And call myself lucky. Didn't he also give me an extra box of ammo? I don't see it. Well, I'm using an optimal magnification device anyway. And I'll call that a victory. So everyone, that's my first time ever making it to the isotope mine. And yeah, it looks like I do have, you could see some more vision maybe because of this scope. So that's really useful for finding out places we want to go. And this area over here looks excellent. Now, I'm not saying I'm good with this shot, with this rifle. But maybe I can just beat people with it if they get close range. And we're rocking and rolling. I want to say thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll check you next time. Take care.